Hi, welcome to He Said, She Said. This is Christine again, and today we're making chicken and dumplings. I'm going to show you what I'm doing here in a crock pot. Very quickly, I used one small onion. I diced up some celery and had some carrots that were already shredded that I'm using up, along with fresh garlic. And then I added some of that wonderful chicken meat that we showed you how to roast in a different video. I added 2 bay leaves. And once that came to a little bit of a boil there, I added a bit of our broth. In a separate pan here, you're going to see that there's a lighter mixture of broth. And that's going to be where I make the dumplings. In this bowl, I have 2 eggs, salt, pepper, and here's the key, people, 2 cups of self-rising flour. Don't use regular flour. You can, but then you're going to have to add baking powder. So instead of doing that, just use the self-rising. In the microwave, I'm just heating up 3 tablespoons of butter, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm just making a little bit of a well here. I'm going to go ahead and add my butter to the middle, a little bit on the sides. I'm also going to add this 2 cups here of egg, just in the center. And the key is here, when you're ready for the milk, it's going to be about 2/3, but you're going to have to kind of eye it. So I do a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and then it'll be about 2/3 milk. I'm going to go ahead and mix this together to see how much I need. I'll make it into a ball and then roll it out for our dumplings. Okay, so I've gone ahead and added the egg mixture. I added the butter, and you can see how crumbly it is, and you're thinking, oh, how are you going to get dumplings out of that? But remember, we have the milk. I'm making that well again. This is 2/3 cup of milk. I'm going to start with about 1/3. I'm just going to kind of make that into a ball. And remember, because this is self-rising flour, it's actually going to serve almost like a cake, if I can think of something different. But it's a savory version of it, so when you cook it in the broth, you'll cook it for about 15 to 20 minutes after you make sure your broth is at a rolling boil, and it should come out great. I like to roll mine out a little bit. Some people will just use a tablespoon like that and sort of do it, but you want to make sure it's moist, just not overly so. We went ahead and we rolled this out to about 1/4 of an inch. You can even go as low as 1/8 because it is going to rise. I'm just going to sprinkle this a little bit. And I'm going to do what I like to do. Some people make this into a ball, which is great. I just find that to be a lot of dough. So I'm going to sort of slice these out a little, like evenly here. And you can roll them up as you put them in, but I like to see what they do just with the noodle. I'll sample one and we'll see what happens. Okay, we've cut these up here. They're at about 1 inch of a slice. Again, like I say, I don't like mine too big, but you can always make these bigger. It's just going to take a little bit longer. And you're simply just going to drop them right into a rolling boil. You'll see here how that works. And you don't want to overcrowd them. Just add them gradually. They don't have to be perfect. They're all going to kind of do their own thing here when it all comes together. You can see that first one coming right there. See, that one might be a little bit smaller. That's okay. And I'm going to go ahead and add these. You're going to cover it, turn it down on low after it's gone for a minute, for about 15 minutes. You can double check it at about 10, but about 15 minutes is about right to make sure the dough is all the way cooked through. This is the final outcome. After about 18 minutes of cooking on low, you'll see that these are really fluffy. If you want to put them in the middle here, you'll see that they're fully cooked. And then I just add a little bit of green onion with the broth and the chicken, the celery, the carrot, garlic mixture. You can throw this in a pot. It'll be great the next day, and it also thickens later on to make a really wonderful gravy if you want to serve it over potatoes and serve it with a veg. So I hope you like this recipe. We'll see what the husband thinks. He said, she said. Thanks for watching.